Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Now, if you've been tracking with me, this is day 4 of my greenhouse series, where I'm looking at what are good core values that we should appreciate and set in our life so that we grow to be the best we can be before God and to our families and those we love and in this world in which we serve. And so if you've been tracking with me, you've been on top of these. If not, you can find them all on YouTube. But I got them from a bookmark that was given to me by my buddy, Scott Sager in Nashville. And Lipscomb University has set this out as their bookmark of their values. That's my school. So the first one was love God. And we've talked about that. Serve others, we've talked about. Respect all and pursue joy, we have spoken of. But the next one is one that may not occur to you as a biblical value. That's a helicopter. It's gone. Almost. This may not occur to you as a biblical value, but it is. It's really a cool one too. I love it. It's one of my favorite ones. Here it is. It is seek to learn. I mean, think about it. God gave all of us these gray cells we call a brain. We've got neural cells and glial cells. They make all these synapses. And he did not do it so that we could just sit around and binge watch TV shows. He didn't do it so that we could figure out simply how to feed ourselves. He has done this with the idea that we would use this brain, develop this brain, and learn. Did you know that Proverbs 1:5, one of the passages of Scripture that goes with this, talks about how important it is for wise people to learn, to gain understanding? That's part of what God told Adam and Eve was their responsibility. When God said that they were put in the garden to work and to keep the garden, that word keep, shamar in the Hebrew, denotes the idea of watching it, looking at it, learning from it, making discernment. Paul, in the Colossian letter, chapter 2, which is another passage that's given here, Paul talks about how important it is that we not be deceived by empty philosophies and empty ideas of this world. That doesn't mean that we just put on blinders and we don't pay attention to anything. Rather, what it means is we should learn truth and figure out how to engage it, how to discern the difference between truth and falsehood. And all of this is part of learning. You may be saying, well, that's learning the Bible. Well, that's part of it. Don't get me wrong. The fear of God is the beginning of wisdom and understanding. But it's so much more than that. We should never lose track of the other values in the process of this. But learning is part of us figuring out how to use this world for God's good purposes. I've got a friend who had a medical problem last week, and my friend went to the doctor. And the doctor was able to give my friend some treatment. That's a good thing, but that never comes about if we haven't learned enough to know what treatment should be and how it works. So all aspects of this world, we're to seek and to learn about it. We're just always to do it as one of many values, not setting aside God in light of knowledge, but doing both together. So that's your video thought for today. Let's value learning. Now tomorrow's Friday. I've got one more from this series for you, but you're going to have to wait till then because this is your video thought for today.